All right, guys, Rob from Expedition Team Overland. I'm here with David with Kimberley Trailers here in western central Ohio, I guess.
Bell Fountain, Ohio.
Bell Fountain, Ohio. It's close to me, so I was able to make this as a day trip. And so I'm going to turn it over to Dave so he can go over the two different trailers that they have here at his shop here in Ohio.
All right, thanks. So we're going to go over the two different trailers here. One is the camper and then also the caravan. To start off with, so Kimberley Campers has been in business over in Australia for over 25 years. They recently had a change in ownership and now are expanding to the U.S. So this is probably the first video that's been made here in the U.S. and we'd love to share with you guys the campers here and just show the different features and the different options. So we're going to grab the camera possibly here in a little bit and move around over the trailer. It's called the Kimberley Caravan. Just as a note, there are 3 other models above this. This is, like I said, the Caravan. There is the cruiser models, which start with the E, the S, and the T class. The T class is the tandem axle. The E is the smaller one, and they just go up incrementally in size from there. But we're going to go over the Caravan right now. So as you see it right now, it's in its stowed state, so in its down state. I do have the steps out, but these steps fold up and go underneath there. We're going to do walk around on the outside, and then we'll show you how to deploy it, and we'll go from there. So on the outside here, the whole trailer, the top canopy here is a dual skin insulated fiberglass. So outer skin insulation and then inner skin on it. Super efficient for energy conservation and just keeping you warm when you need to be warm and cool when you need to be cool. We have standard up on top. There is 400 watts of solar. If you don't get the air conditioner, you can get 620 watts of solar. On the Eco Suite, which is this model, it's the upper model of the Caravan. There's a classic version and the Eco Suite. Eco Suite has standard air conditioner on it, heat pump also on it. So I'm just going to walk around. We're going to do some of the different options here. This is a quick awning that we have, comes out, covers the whole area on the outside here. You can get options for sidewalls and again for the bedroom awning that we talked about on that other trailer there. You can get an option for a Fiamma awning, which is a quick awning. What's neat about this is there's a sail track on this side, and you can order the sail track on the other side. And if you want to, depending on your use application, sometimes people are camping where they're going from spot to spot to spot. Every day they're moving. And when you do that, you don't want to set up an awning that's you got to anchor down and do all that other things. That's where you get the Fiamma awning. You can stow it on this side if you want to, and use it and deploy it. Well, let's say the next day the next 3 days you're going to be in one location. That's fine. You can slide this awning out, flop it with the other awning on the other side, and put the other awning over here, and use the longer, like the longer stay awning on this side here. So you can, like I said, you can move awnings from side to side. It's literally like 2 little screws. You slide it out the back, you slide it back in on the other side, and you're ready to go. It takes all of 2 minutes to do it. So some neat functionality there if you're depending on your use case. On the outside here, again, you can put 35-inch tires on here, wheel pattern, bolt pattern, and offset and things like that. Just you'd have to notify us what you want. We can, within a certain realm, we can do those options there for you. With it being fiberglass, it's super easy to clean, easy to maintain. It withstands the sun, very durable. If you didn't know, all semi-truck cabs, bodies, and everything are made out of fiberglass because they can go millions of miles without fracturing. Like some metal will begin to fracture and fatigue, but the fiberglass will not. Basically, same build techniques we use come from the yachting industry. Around back here, 2 more solar panels here, and then on this other side is pretty plain, but this is just you have windows and things here. To be able to see out and get ventilation and things like that. On board here, about 60 gallons of water, dual tanks. What's neat about, I didn't go over this, but on the Caravans, why do we have dual tanks? We have dual tanks and dual pumps on the Caravans. The reason why is if you want to suck water out of a dirty, like a dirty pond or something like that, you can isolate your 2 water systems, and you can use just pure drinking water in one tank, and that will feed the drinking water out of the sink in the kitchen and the inside kitchen and the outside kitchen. And then for general use water like showers or other bulk items, than bulk washing, you can use the contaminated water, and it doesn't cross-contaminate the systems. So that's why we have two tanks, 2 pumps, 2 separate lines to those systems there. You can switch in between if you want to. If you want to keep them all clean, then you can run all clean water. That's fine. You can raise and lower it from the airbag suspension. Like I said, you can get auto level, you can get manual level, you can get key fob level, whatever you want to be able to do that. When we go inside, you're going to see there is an indoor shower and indoor toilet. There is a small gray water tank on here just to hold that water if it needs to be. Coming around the front here, dual jerry can holders. Just rock guard here, and we rhino coat the front here to be able to protect from rock chips and stuff. You also have your diesel a tank here for your hot water and also for your if you get an interior Webasto cooktop inside. Okay. Same drawbar. It's on all of our trailers up front here. Electric over hydraulic, braking system, the ARC type of jockey wheel there. Up front here, it's the cargo carrier. You can put wood up here. You can put your chairs, whatever, and things up here. It's an option. We do have another option for, we get a ton of requests for bike racks. So there is a custom bike rack that a company out of Australia called ASI, they make for us. It bolts on here, kind of has a little gooseneck that comes up here, and your bikes will sit up in this area. What's neat about that, you can tilt it down, put your bike on, tilt it back up, or you can take that whole system off, and it will slide right into the receiver of your vehicle. And so if you want to leave your trailer there, but you still want to take your bikes with you, fine, take them off, slide that right into your receiver. It's a dual purpose. You can use it on your vehicle, or you can use it on the trailer. So inside here, DC to DC charger from the vehicle to the trailer. Airbag system up here. I'll probably be loud if I turn it on, but you can turn it on here and then activate through your key fob to adjust this up and down. Dead man switch for the batteries, and then hidden behind here are 2 300 amp hour lithium batteries. Standard is 300 amp hours, but you can get a secondary ones for a total of 600 amp hours. Again, the Y-tie system over there, more of another fuse box inside there, and then just places to put a generator in or other types of storage up here. Just easy access to get to this area here. Walking around the other side, you have your propane tank holder here for a 20-pound propane tank, US spec. It goes in there. And that's, I'll go over a couple of the things on top here, I guess. So you have 2 fantastic fans here. One's right over the shower that's on the inside, and then one's on the other side, where you can open up your rear windows and then pull a draft through, or you can reverse the fan and blow cool air in and blow it out of the trailer. Positive pressure cabin system up top. Is that other little white box that people ask about. This is just a radio antenna. We have several options for communication types of systems. If you want a 4G type of cellular system up here, it comes standard in the EcoSuite. If you want to add a ham radio, whatever you want to add, we can add the extra wiring here from the factory and your antennas. Just send it to us. We'll get it over to Australia and we'll get those installed to be able to do whatever comm systems that you want, ham or whatever it may be. So pretty flexible on that. What we're going to do now is we're going to show you how it opens up and just how easy that is. So around the outside, there are, and I already have them lifted up, but there are 6 latches. Okay, so 3 on each side. 2 that hold the trailer down, and then this back one holds the back of the clamshell down. Before you do anything, though, there are 2 items that you need to do. You need to put the stabilizers down. Okay. If you don't put these stabilizers down, since the rear of the lobster tail comes out, you're going to do a wheelie on the trailer if you don't put those down. The other thing is, just this door needs to be open and just bungeed back here. The reason why, because this is going to be sliding up and down, and this inside latch here will catch on here if you're passing this area. Okay. You're going to open up this back lobster tail here, and there's a couple things that need to be undone here. So there's a barrel latch here that needs to be open, and then another barrel latch right here. You see that? You're going to swing this out, and then there's one last one here. You're going to open up and pull down. Okay. Okay. So now that we're back here, we'll just go over the rear, the boot as they call it in Australia. I call it the trunk. But you have inside here, you got your pull storage, you got your 120 outlet here, you have your inlet to your shore power over here, and you also have an external shower here, where you can put pump in your drinking water here for that tank, or you have your two other tanks over here for non-drinking water, or excuse me, for drinking water over here, non-drinking over here. Excuse me. You have your short power charger there, and then you also have your solar inputs over here for the solar panels that are up on top. So inside here is a switch. Kind of weird thing about Australia, maybe worldwide, I don't know, but for them, their switch to on is down. But for the US, everything is up. So that's a learning curve that we've had to just note here. So you're gonna that activates the mechanism that's gonna lift the trailer up, and then there's an in and out. Press in for when you're going down, and out for when you're going back up. So pretty easy. You just press this button. These are the sidewalls that when you're up are going to be expanded out. This naturally, so how it's designed is that when the trailer goes down, it nests these sidewalls together automatically. You don't have to mess with it. They're spring loaded so that they nest back out, so and back in. I'll keep on going up. Okay, just like that. So that exposes this whole area here. You're going to understand why those sidewalls slid out here, or slid up, because we're going to push the bed out towards the back here. Pretty simple procedure to do the bed here. There's a latch on this side that we're going to latch up, and there's a latch over on this side that's up. And basically you're going to take this, and we're pushing this out, okay, until it nests into that back area there. And then you push that lock down, and it's locked in. Okay, so that you just set up your bed. You're ready to go to sleep if you want to. This trailer has an option for a bunk bed. Okay, so couples can sleep up there if you want to. You bring your minions along, and the kids can sleep bunk bed style here. These 3 pins go in the back 3 pins here, and that's your top bed, and then your bottom bed's underneath. Right now, I'm not going to set that up right now, but if you're not using a bunk bed, then this is going to fold up into that space there, and then it latches on the back to restrain that. Here is the other seating arrangement here. There is storage underneath here. Big old area for storage here. I just have some odds and ends in there. There are pull-out drawers here for more storage. Okay, so I'm going over a little bit of electronics on the inside here. Underneath the bed, there's a membrane heater to keep any condensation out. Let's go to the bed real quick. So inner spring mattress here. But down here you have 2 hella plugs to plug in things, and then you have your diesel hot water heating, and then also your diesel ducted system here for air heating. You do have an option for 2 heaters. There's a heater here. Basically, this heater here is a remnant of the hot water system. So since we're using a diesel hot water heater, that has a lot of extra power in it, and so to harness some of that power to use to heat the cabin, we just put a heat exchanger here with the fan on it, and you can use that. It's just basically a byproduct of the water heating system. If you want more heat than that, I would highly recommend if you're in colder areas, is to get the ducted heater, because that will keep this area nice and toasty. If you don't need a ton of heating, also the air conditioner has a heat pump on it, and that can provide heat also. So there is a little toggle switch here, and that turns on your tank heaters when you get the winterization package. So when you're sitting here, this whole area This can slide out, and it forms a table here for you to sit on. Not sit on the table, but to eat on and to use and be able to type with or work from your trailer instead of work from home. And then this just slides out of the way here. Okay. We have made some changes from this one to the new models, and I'll go over some of those changes. This is no longer a stainless steel sink. It is actually an integrated sink with a Corian top here. So it's all integrated and molded in one-piece sink. Over here we have a couple different options. You can get a diesel cooker inside here, Webasto diesel cooker, or you can get an induction cooktop up there also. And so those are your two options for, or you can get nothing if you don't want to. If you want a portable induction, that's fine. We found that induction heats up really fast, and you can put stuff on it. It's not going to burn all the time. So that's been a really good feature for us to add the induction cooktops. I don't have any cooktops in this trailer. This one didn't option for it, but again, you can have those options. Hot water, cold water in here. More storage in here, so you have these drawers of different things in here. Just to store your different things. Cutlery and stuff in here. This is an 85-liter fridge here. Upright, huge space in there that you need. If you do want more fridge space, we can option for more fridge outside. And I'll show you that here in a bit. Microwave is an option. Has under the cabinet lighting here, so if you just want to keep that light on in the evening time, that would plenty of light to be able to see everything that you need to. Different switches for the different items here. And again, the Sign Marine over there for the control, or I guess the window into all the electronics of the trailer. Standard on these are a 3,000 watt pure sine inverter. That should be able to handle everything you need. If you're using over 3,000 watts in a trailer, you probably should just stay home. I shouldn't say that, but I did. So this is one of the innovative features of a Kimberley camper. So this area here is the bathroom area. From an enclosed shot here on the top, there is, in this area, this is a Nature's Head composting toilet. Okay, so the key to these, and let's go over it really quick, is there's two ports here. One is for the number ones, and one's for the and this other one is for the number twos. That's the key to be able to compost and separate and not have any smells. So yes, guys, you got to sit down when you got to go to the bathroom, but your number ones go in this area here, and depending on how much water you consume, you're gonna have to empty that more often. But the number twos, you can get about 80 uses out of this system. It has a vent to the outside that's a powered vent that we use, and then an agitator on the side that you have to agitate every once in a while. So that's your composting toilet. We have other options for your toilet, but this is the composting one. This is standard in this unit. Super cool about this here is that when you want to take a shower, you just lift up this little lever, you put this and latch it back in there, you grab your wand, and it sticks back up to the top here. You're going to fold this out of the way, and that's your splash guard, and then there's a curtain that goes up here. You can take a shower and be clean when you need to, because every once in a while, even though all the hardcore people out there camping, it does feel good to have a shower once in a while, especially my significant other likes to take a shower and be clean. So this is a great use of a dual use of space, where when you're not using the shower, you have the toilet right here and just swings out of the way. Fan up above to extract any moisture from the shower, and then also fans over here. And these are just reversible, fantastic fans, so it can go either way. Positive pressure cabin system right up here to pressurize the system when you're driving down the road. Some other neat features here. So up front, built in like a Bluetooth sound bar there. You can get a TV option if you want to, and then just other areas to store stuff in here. All of our lighting, most of our lighting in here is just touch lighting. So touch LED lighting. There's 4 in here, and then we have another light over here over your cook area if you want to cook in this area here. Lined with kind of like a felt material just to keep condensation down. And then in the back area, we don't have the lights on back there, but there are some reading lights in the back that you can use to light up that back area there. Okay, one of the other neat features about a Kimberley is that, especially the Caravan, you can cook on the inside or on the outside. I personally don't like cooking so much on the inside because you get all that stink inside, but I like outside cooking. So on the outside here, this is one of the several configurations of the kitchen. So over here, you have a slide out dual burner with a griller underneath. You can get a dual wok burner. To these, we can have one here and then one slide out underneath, or you can get a Weber barbecue here if you want to, and then a cooker. So there's several different options here that you can get. You have storage space up here for spices and food and all that stuff up here. You have your hot water here, more storage area underneath here. This area is also accessible from underneath the seat on the inside. So if you have food that you want to get from the inside of the trailer, you can still open up underneath that seat and get into here. And then you have here your fold-out sink and prep area here. So full sink here. You got storage for longer utensil items and cooking items here, and then a big deep storage area here. And then you have cutlery area there, and then a prep space here. So if you wanted to, if you're really cooking, you can put this burner out here if you want to, another burner's here, and just have a big area for cooking. From a balance towing perspective, you won't even know these trailers are behind you. They're so well balanced and so well thought out that going around curves, going around, if you need to avoid something on the road, they'll avoid it and they'll go back to a stable state. If there's no swaying, there's none of those things that you experience with other types of trailers, and they're just very well balanced trailers. So this is again the version that I went over here because a lot of people ask. This is the Eco Suite. Has a bunch of different options that the classic version doesn't have. I won't discuss pricing because there's so many different options in here. There's a large swing in pricing. But you can go to our website and you can check that out, or email us and you can get the pricing on all the different models here. All right, so we get a couple questions about the McHitch, and I know there's not a lot of information out there. So probably one of the simplest hitches to hitch up. It has this long shank here, and then this is the receiver side here. And basically, when you're backing up your vehicle, you just kind of need to get it in the area, and then you're going to put it in here. And I don't have enough force because I'm not backing up, but once you, it's not connected to a vehicle, but once you get it in here, this just locks down automatically, and you put this pin in through, and you're done. And then likewise, when you want to decouple it, as soon as you get your trailer where you're going to use your jockey wheel to jack it up, as soon as you get your trailer to where there's no force on this little pin opens up, and then you can open this, and it comes right off. Okay, so super easy. Like I said, I'm not backing into it, but when you back into this is going to lock in, and then when you're coming off, as soon as you get no force on here, it just decouples, and you're ready to go. So that's the McHitch.
How much articulation does it have? 360?
Yeah, it's all degrees of freedom. So this will rotate in any degree of freedom that you want. Okay. All over the place. And then the other one is a DO35. So this guy right here. I don't have this tight on here, but this one's pretty simple too. You're going to back up your vehicle. You're going to lower your trailer down, and then this is going to snap in on here and then lock in like that. Okay. Also pretty simple. It's just a little bit different where you have to be exactly over it. Whereas with that one, you just kind of be, with the McHitch, you just have to be, in general, near the hole. And back it up in there, and then you're fine.
Pros and cons to either one?
No, it's just a matter of preference. Either one of them will serve its purpose and will do what needs to be done. Probably for the less skilled backer-upper, I would go with the McHitch. For the more skilled one, then the DO35. But either one of them, they're both great hitches here for the off-road market.